Hi, my name is Lisa. I live in Cookeville. And I'm going to make gravy made the way my mother taught me years ago. Alright, to make your old-fashioned gravy, these are the ingredients that you need. You will need your oil, you will need flour, you will need pepper, salt, and milk. Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my eye is on, and I like to keep it about medium and maybe less on my heat. I'm going to put my oil in my skillet, and I really don't measure this because I've made it so many times I really don't need to measure. But one thing I do for certain is I make the oil cover the bottom of the skillet as such. And I want to let that get a little heat with it, because the next thing I will add will be my baking mix, or rather my flour. It's flour. Okay. And with that, what I normally do, I don't really measure it. I kindly eyeball it. I watch this and I make sure that I get enough flour to mix with my oil. So I take out, I'd say that's a heaping tablespoon, and I take my finger and I just do it like this. To me, it just mixes better if I do it like that. And I want to make sure that I get it all covered in this grease. And if I realize that I have more grease than I do my flour, I can always add more flour, because you don't want to make greasy gravy. And you want to make sure that it cooks, so you keep doing this right here. And it looks like I may need some more flour. So what I will do, I'm just going to pick my box up and I'm just going to eyeball it. My mother always said, eyeball your food. So that's what she was meaning. I'm going to put a little bit more in. I'm going to make sure that I get it mixed in good with the oil or grease. You want to make sure that when you're cooking this, that the oil and the flour are balancing out together. Because like I said, if you get too much of grease, it's too greasy. So you want it to balance out. And you can see that it is starting to cook because it's starting to get a little bit of a color difference about it. It will get like a really, really, really light tan color. So you want to keep mixing it. And what it's doing right now is that it is cooking. And you can kind of see the little bubbles that's starting to come up. That's what you want it to do. You want to keep mixing, keep stirring. Okay, and you can see it's kind of getting maybe a little bit of a thicker consistency because it's all coming together. And now the next thing that you want to think about adding will be the milk. But make sure that you've got all of this cooked together, that it's coming together. And as you can see, it is coming together. It will start to get like a little film on the bottom of your skillet, which I am seeing. You may not can see it, but I am seeing it. And you keep stirring. Okay. Now, the milk, it will be the next ingredient that you add, but if you want to go ahead and put in your salt and pepper before then, you can. It doesn't really matter. I think I'll go ahead and I'll put in like a good dash of the salt. And I like to use pepper in mine because I think it gives it more of a flavor. My mother always did that too. So you want to get your pepper in there like that. And you can see it's starting to look like gravy. Next thing that you will add, rather the next ingredient that you will add, will be your milk. And with this, all you got to do is just watch and see the consistency that it is making. Now, if it gets too thick, you want to add more milk. Again, Making gravy is balancing out your flavors, or rather your ingredients, which is your flour, your milk, and your grease. You want to balance it all out. And you don't want to have runny gravy either, so you want to cook it till you see it getting a thicker consistency here. And it will. I promise it will. All right, I see it's starting to thicken on me right here. Can you see that? Can you see how it's made the gravy right here? And you need to keep stirring. Keep stirring. Okay. Kind of looking like it might need some more milk, because you don't want your gravy to be thick like that. You don't want it to be that thick. So you can go ahead and add a little bit more milk, and you want to get it at the right thickness. Because no one likes thick gravy on their biscuits. You want it just the right thickness. And you keep stirring and letting that cook in, because it will. Alright. Still needing to add a little bit more milk. Alright. Alright, now hopefully this will be the last that you will have to add milk-wise. This will be it. That's what my hope is. And if it is it, should be good gravy. And keep stirring and stirring. Now you can add a little bit more salt and pepper if you like, depending on your own individual taste. But it's looking like it's coming to an end. When you get it like that right there, it normally is. You want it to be creamy, like it is. Alright, it looks like the gravy is ready to be poured in the bowl, and it is finished. So now I'm just going to pour it in my bowl and stir it. And like I said, you can add more salt and pepper depending on your taste, but this is your finished product of old-fashioned home-style gravy.